This week's episode of the Curious Podcats is brought to you by you, our valued listeners. If there are any topics you would like to hear us talk about, you can submit your suggestions at curious.podcasts@gmail.com. Also, if you want to show us some love and support, why not pop over to our Patreon page at patreon.com/The Curious Podcats. Hello and welcome back to the Curious Podcats with me, Drew, and this lazy bones, Richy. So first off, an apology everyone for having been gone for so long. I know we came back and did one episode after last year's New Year, and then you never heard from us again after that, after promises of a information and fun fact-filled season. Well, yeah, didn't happen. There's a reason. Yeah, there is a reason why we took yet another hiatus, an even longer hiatus than the one before that episode. Do you want to tell us about that one, Richy?
No.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Well, basically, it was the anniversary of me, on my Spring Ball Master, Bring Your Go show, and so I thought out of a mark of respect, I would enter the World Championship one more time, and believe it or not, that takes up quite a bit of your life. So I was like training, dragging myself through hot coals, getting whipped, beaten up. And then once I stopped all that, I really had to start going to training. And a long story short, I did win, but very gruesome final. That and the studio's been getting work done. At the minute, it's just a construction site, so we've had to go to Discord. And just so much stuff happened last year. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I know. We're right back to having to work from home, as it were.
Yeah. The start of this year has a very 2020 vibe for me. I don't know why.
It's like we never left 2020 in some respects, isn't it?
Apparently, the White House done some kind of press conference yesterday, and they were all wearing masks.
Oh, I missed that one.
Yeah, so that's not a good sign. And there's a little bit of a theory at the minute. Well, people are talking like that there's been loads of fog, like not just here, like everywhere.
Yeah, it's like I'd seen it where there's like multiple places in America have been reporting this fog, but I did mean to look myself to see if those reports anywhere else outside of the US.
Oh, it's all over. It's in this country as well.
Right.
Just that there was a fog, and I never really thought much of it. But now everyone's bad. Everyone's got this sore throat, bit of a cough, which is, could just be a cold. But it just seems a bit strange. It's like a head cold, but you lose your voice kind of thing, and people saying that they're spraying where I don't know, but that's just what they're saying.
Yeah, I mean, these fogs always like the symptoms always seem to be the same and always coincide with the fog. But if I remember rightly, I think some people have been claiming that there's been like a burning chemical smell associated with the fog.
Right. Could be like a massive fire somewhere or something, like smoke and that. And...
Yeah, which wouldn't be the first time where America's been concerned. I don't know if you remember. I don't know if it was just after the pandemic or just before the pandemic. There was like a massive chemical spill, and they were turning about trying to like burn that off. but there was a lot of conversation about the fallout with the fumes from that. I think there was I think a train derailed or something.
East Palestine or something, or East Palestine or something. This little town.
Yes, that might have been it actually.
Where the train derailed and all the chemicals. But that was bad, because what they didn't burn off went into the ground and into the streams and poisoned the rivers and everything.
Yeah.
People's been ill, but you don't hear much of it though. Once it leaves the news, that's kind of it.
Yeah, unless something's like affecting, like on a massive scale, on a daily basis for a period of time. Yeah, you're right. It's like everything is always a case of the 15 minutes of fame thing that had back in the day when we were like still kids. That was saying your 15 minutes of fame. Now everything is 15 minutes of fame. But unless it's massive.
Worse so, like the news cycle, because when you think about it, right, you think of 2009 when Michael Jackson died.
Yeah.
That was front page for about 8 weeks. Just every day, constant Michael Jackson. Yeah, it was a big deal, right? But now we've got like Donald Trump nearly got assassinated twice. There's fucking UFOs everywhere, and nothing seems to stay in the news for more than a day.
No, it doesn't, because they're always trying to. It's like if they focus on one thing for too long, people have been like, okay, what they're focusing so much on this, what are they trying to distract us from? So I think personally that they've changed tactic, right, to be like, okay, so we'll just hit everyone with like every day we'll have something new to hit them with, and just have them so confused that there won't be something to think, okay, what are they trying to hide from us with this? So like, okay, it's like, what the hell's going on?
Or if something does happen, it's like, well, we did tell you. It's not our fault you didn't see it.
Yeah. Well, speaking of the UFOs, though, I came across a theory yesterday regarding the UFOs. What if it's not that? With the US government saying that, the reason why we keep seeing aliens over the water and they going in and out the water is what if the aliens aren't coming here? What if they've been here for that long already, and now they're seeing like what we're doing and how we're probably borderline destroying the Earth, and like, yeah, bugger this, and the aliens are actually in the process of leaving.
Probably.
Because they don't want to be here when the actual fallout happens. Because they can see that we're heading for end of days, and they're getting out, and now they're in the process of getting out of Dodge before they get caught up in it.
But there's something about the sea anyway, because apparently originally NASA was for the sea exploration.
Yeah, I remember hearing something about that. I haven't
What's to say they didn't find something and go, fuck that, and then.
It kind of reminds me of that '90s film, The Abyss.
Oh,
that was a good one. It was oh god, was that last who played Maid Marian in the Kevin Costner Robin Hood Prince of Thieves? She was in it. I can't remember. Was it Peter Weller?
Dave.
Dave.
Aye, that's who it was.
Scooter's mate from Sheffield.
Aye.
But yeah, it kind of makes me think of that, like how aliens have been down there all this time, monitoring what we're doing, and I
mean, maybe we're just like a flash in the pan compared to them. What's to say they haven't been here for fucking millions of years, right? Just lying dormant under the oceans, because we haven't really explored the oceans, really.
No, we haven't, because we haven't got the technology, supposedly.
So what's to say that they've just lay there and thought, right, we'll set a timer for a couple of minutes a year, we'll wake up, humans would have been gone by then we'll just carry on.
Yeah, and then they wake up, and where he had it, God, are these things still here? I forgot. Oh, what are they doing? No, that's it. Go on. Emergency evacuation. We're bugging out.
But yeah, it just seemed like we took like a year off kind of thing, and everything happened all in 1 year.
Yeah, I mean, what was it last year? There was that the incident at the shopping mall, whereas
God, I forgot about that.
Yeah, because I know we were going to cover that one at the time. Because I mean that was the one that was all over the place, especially on TikTok for weeks. I suppose you could say we were going to jump on the proverbial bandwagon by talking about it, because that was the big thing at the time, and then that just didn't happen. And then what was it? There was like orbs, portals, giant sort of like mist-like humanoid figures.
Yeah. Oh, well, I think what really done it was because like people said, oh, it's just a conspiracy theory and this and that, and it's like, yeah, well, that's fair enough, right? But why was there so many police cars if it was just kids fighting?
Exactly. You don't call out that many. You don't send out that many units and shut down the airport.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing as well. Yeah, there was a power blackout, a massive response, like an overkill response. Especially since they were saying about the kids had sticks, not guns or explosives or anything. No, they had sticks. So there was that, the blackout, and shutting down the airspace in the area. And if I remember rightly, weren't there some like mysterious black helicopters that were definitely not news or law enforcement?
Yeah. Aye, that was.
Even though the airspace had been shut down.
Mm-hmm.
If the airspace was shut down, then who were those black helicopters?
Aye, and then I started an OnlyFans, and then you saw a UFO.
Yeah. Well, I didn't just see the UFO. It was my ride back from the swing ball tournament. Oh wait, you're talking about the two green lights.
Yeah, because I was in the house.
Yeah,
and I heard the alarm go off for the time tunnel.
Yeah, because the alarm went off. I think it was like 5-10 seconds after I saw those two green lights go overhead.
Yeah.
Now the two green lights were in a line, so they weren't like at an angle from each other or side by side. It was like one in front of the other, and I couldn't see any object. It was just the two green lights. So it must have been really high up, and for them to be in tandem like that, it couldn't have like been like two drones with green lights on them flying with each other, because they stayed the same distance apart from each other the entire time. But the speed that they moved at was unreal.
Mm-hmm.
And I did submit a report to the UK UFO group, but they never got back to me about it. But yeah, it was like just a matter of seconds after they flew overhead, the alarm for the south side chimney for the Tyne Tunnel started sounding. So given that it was only a matter of seconds, it had to be related.
Often that goes off. The odds of that happening are pretty slim, like.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't go off that often.
No.
But I know I did. I think that was about 2:00 in the morning ish when that happened. So for the following few days, I did check. I was keeping a check at 2:00 in the morning for the next few days to see if it happened again. It didn't happen again, so I only saw them the once.
The FBI come to your door the next day.
Apparently it was more stuff dealing. That was more stuff dealing with you.
It was me, man, wasn't it? It was fucking George. You're gonna have to stop saying that name.
That's right. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you came up. FBI, open up. I forgot about that.
And a couple of weeks ago, was it a couple of weeks ago? Or maybe last week or something. and I come to yours or something at night, and I shone that torch through the window, and your whole sitting room lit up.
Like, what the hell's that? I think that was about 2-3 weeks ago. Well, wasn't it the shampoo?
Yeah, and that's when we discussed this.
Speaking of, I've got another bottle here for you.
Oh, nice one. So yeah, I can't remember what I was going to say.
I think in the last episode we kind of touched on Craig being in a mobility scooter as well, didn't we?
Oh god, that's right. Craig broke his leg, and Craig's been busy with work and not going to work and then going to work. Which I imagine Craig's probably listening to this on night shift at some point.
Probably.
So that's like some kind of weird time thing, isn't it? Like time travel shit.
Yeah.
Like Craig, I probably already spoke to you, but now I'm speaking to you from like
the past.
From the past. Does that not freak you out, Craig?
I mean, what's freaking it? Or could be freaking us out because we're speaking to the future.
We're speaking of the future, aye. It's like that thing, somewhere out in the time and space, your future self is talking shit about you now.
Yeah.
And it's like, jokes on him, or fucking ruin his life right now.
It's like that saying, it's like you're going to do something, say, but what about consequences? And you're like, oh, that's a problem for future me.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a problem for now me. That's a problem for future me. Future me will sort the fallout out. Don't worry. He'll have it covered. He usually does.
Future me, you'll have it all figured out by then.
Yeah. What else is to be in this year?
Well, last year.
Oh, last year I should say.
Oh.
The Pope opening the portals for last month.
Yeah, that whole thing is a bit weird.
People say it's like, oh, Lucifer's tomb, right? But there's no Lucifer's tomb down there, apparently.
That we know of.
No.
Anything down there.
I did actually mean to watch it while it was happening, and then maybe I just completely forgot until after it had already happened, and I never watched it anyway. But apparently, when the Pope opened the door, he looked quite scared. So it makes you wonder, what when you open the door, why was the Pope scared? They do this every 25 years. So why was the Pope scared?
Yeah, I don't get none of that. Like, it's just weird. Alright, so this is just basically a bit of a trial run.
Bit of a catch up.
Aye. For a loyal fan out there, whoever that is. And the last I heard from Kim, I got a postcard from Antarctica, and he was wearing nothing but Speedos, and he was with a group of penguins. So,
oh well.
I don't know what he's actually up to at the minute, but people are still about. We're just, I don't know. Well, God, last year was just fucking shit, really, wasn't it? And then,
yeah, well, I mean, last year just flew over.
Yeah, it flew. So much happened, but at the same time, nothing happened. And then Christmas, I hate Christmas, especially this year. It was fucking shit. I'm actually glad everything's down and we'll just start again.
Yeah.
Like, we're fucking stress and money, and like no one enjoys Christmas now. I don't think. Like, it's not even because I'm older, right? I'm talking even about 10, maybe 20 years ago, right?
Yeah.
When you'd go to the shops or you'd go to a pub or something, and you'd actually feel Christmassy. Like that whole festive spirit thing. You know,
Yeah.
it was real, and like now it just feels so. Just,
Forced.
everyone's numb, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like the world's changed, and I don't like it. I don't know if it's social media or
Oh, it's always social media.
could be a number of things, but people's just stressed the fuck. No one's. Do you know what I mean? Like whatever happens, fucking killed with. I think.
Yeah, I mean, social media has got a lot to answer for with the negative impact it's had on the world. Yes, it has got its conveniences, like easier to keep in touch with people. But at the same time, I have to say the negatives outweigh the positives where social media is concerned. I mean, the amount of it became a new avenue for bullies, internet trolls, um, stalking. Back in I think it was like 2009, 2010 when I was at uni. One of the guys I went to uni with never called it Facebook. He always called it Stalkbook.
Mm-hmm.
When I stopped and thought about it, I was like, he's right. It's that's what Facebook is. It's just people who are using it to stalk other people. I mean, I don't think that really happened much of the back in the days like MySpace, but with Facebook, it just made negative things far too easy to happen.
The
And
thing
it's
is, though, is
only gotten worse.
we don't need social media. We never did. We were perfectly happy, perfectly fine before, even really before the internet. We don't need that either. Like you think back to the 90s, how fucking different the world was and how happy people were
Yeah,
compared to now. It's like, give me the 90s any day.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. It was a simpler time. And people interacted with each other face to face more often, especially the kids.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how often do you see like the kids just outside playing? Community centres. Look at how many community centres are shut down because kids just aren't leaving the house because they're on game consoles or on their phones all the time that they don't want to go out anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's the advancements in technology. Yes, they have made things more convenient, which at first seemed like a good idea, but in the long run, it's become a bad idea. And it's just heading us right down the road to a dystopian future. And we're not that far away from it.
No.
It's coming, it's happening. I mean, so you look at things like, I don't know, like things like Project 2025, it's in America, and I think there's something else that's been in the works for over here, which I cannot for the life of me remember the name of right now. But when you put all of them together, and especially with how many countries seem to be swinging right wing with the voting lately, we are on the road, a very short road by the looks of it, to dystopia. Some people would even argue that we're already in dystopia.
I think 2020 was the start.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's just like a trial run. Like you think like the whole world stopped, right, for this virus that now can't even get you a day off work.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like kids were getting taught from home on Zoom or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
People were working from home and all this and that. So imagine if there was just a permanent lockdown. We kind of could survive in a way. Like to me, that's pretty dystopian that way.
Yeah.
And they could totally control you as well. Like if all your money's digital currency and that, and then if everything just stopped, right? If we're so like dependent on the internet and stuff,
Yeah.
and then it all just stopped, we're fucked.
Yeah, I mean, everyone started switching over to like digital payments rather than.
Mm-hmm. Oh, because cash is dirty. Cash has always been dirty.
Yeah.
Like it was a known fact that you didn't put a pound coin in your mouth, but you could still spend it. Probably wash your hands before you have something to eat. It's not rocket science.
I don't know. Like I did suck on coins a few times. I quite like that bit, the metallic taste.
Metallic taste,
Well, that was more like with pennies, like the 5 pences and 20 pences and that. It just didn't do the same. It was just something about the copper and zinc in a penny. It's just way better. It's like when you get the was it the D batteries? The ones with the two connectors on the top, and you just stick that on the end of your tongue. It was like that, the good old days of the 90s.
The first drug,
Mm.
It's like a gateway drug, wasn't it? The old D batteries.
It was.
Or was it C batteries?
I'm sure.
The little rectangle ones.
Yeah. I'll just have a quick look. I think C batteries are like the disc ones.
Oh, right.
I think. No. Okay. So D's are like the big chunky ones that are like AA, triple A batteries. The D's are the big chunky versions of them. So it might have been C batteries then.
Like the 9-volt ones.
Okay. Okay, C and C is like them as well. Okay, let's try that. The 9-volt battery. Yeah. Okay. So apparently they're called PP3s now. But yeah, 9-volt battery. I'm sure they had like a letter, and I'm pretty certain it wasn't PP3 or PP9 or whatever. Anyway, but yeah, the 9-volt batteries, they're the ones we're talking about. So the one thing that I always found comical about the 9-volt batteries, I don't think I ever saw anyone do it. But like when someone's got like a bull ring piercing in the nose, where it's got but it's not good. But it's but it's not a joined ring. It's got the. It's like a more like a horseshoe, and just stick a 9-volt battery on either end. Like have that complete the circuit and see what happens. I'll tell you what. I bet if you had brain freeze from eating too much ice cream too quickly, or biting down on an ice lolly or something, stick a 9-volt battery on your nose pierce, and I bet that would sort the problem out dead quick.
Oh. Yeah, I think we'll have Richie's corner next week or whatever. Or I don't know if we're doing it weekly or 2 weekly or.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes. At the moment, I think we'd kind of like to get back to weekly if we can. But we'll play it by ear. We're not going to give any sort of commitment at the moment for time frames, but I know that, like you said, you're bringing back Richie's Corner next week. I've got a few topics planned. One of which is being suggested by one of our listeners, and it's something called the Richat structure, which is it's like this giant eye. It looks like a natural formation in the earth. It looks like almost like a giant eye. And there's like been theories that it could be one of the possible locations for Atlantis.
Oh.
Yeah.
There actually is another one like that. You've just reminded us. And from space, on the satellites, they took pictures of it, and it's in the shape of a Y.
Oh.
And they've traced it back to it used to be originally called the YI.
The YI. I'm gonna come over there and slap you in a minute. I'm gonna put some effort in and put my shoes on, walk those 5 minutes to your house, and just slap the shit out of you for that one.
By the ancient tribe of the Geordies. But
what was the other one? There was another one I was just thinking of there. Damn it, it's gone. But there was something else. I think it was more recent that something I wanted to look. Oh, that was it. Apparently, NASA may have found proof of parallel universes. Or specifically one where time is running in
the
the
multiverse thing,
yeah, but there's say particles in, again, I think it's either in the Arctic or the Antarctic. They found that there's particles going in the opposite direction to everywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Or it could possibly be evidence of the multiverse, and specifically one where time is running in the opposite direction to us.
Mm-hmm.
But then that begs the question: are we running the right way and they're running in reverse, or are we the ones going in reverse? Well, with the way the world's, how backwards things seem to be going with the world, especially in politics, I'm kind of thinking that we're the ones running in reverse.
Something's going on. It's like fucking end times.
Yeah.
It's like we're just waiting.
Yeah. Waiting on we're lazy fat asses because we can't be asked to do anything.
Yeah. I tell you what, next week I might talk about how different things were in the 90s and stuff, and just like compared to now,
Yeah.
which would be quite easy to do because it's fucking in your face.
Yeah.
But I mean, just one example, right? Did you see like the McDonald's and stuff in the 80s, 90s?
Yeah. Back
Like,
when
we used to have
I still had Wimpy.
oh well, like we used to have like kids parties and stuff, like a McDonald's, and there was toys and stuff, and it was all colourful, and you know what I mean? Now you go in, it's all black and grey.
Yeah.
It's just nothing. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
it's more aimed at the adults than the kids. I mean, even the toys you get in the Happy Meals are shit now.
Shite.
I mean, they weren't exactly brilliant back then, but at least where you could get excited over the toys back then. Where the stuff you get in the Happy Meals now, I don't even know what you get in the Happy Meals now because I stopped caring. But yeah, I mean,
Imagine being a kid now, though. It must be fucking shit.
I don't know. So yeah, well, even the uniforms, they used to have like the red shirts. I think it was back then, and then there's been that many redesigns. Like no, they just wear black shirts.
Yeah.
So
boring.
Yeah, it's dystopia.
Mm.
And for anyone who's listening who doesn't know what dystopia is, some films that you could probably watch to give you a bit of an idea. Equilibrium, I think Soylent Green might have been one. And there's a few others. I'll probably even be tempted to say Judge Dredd as a dystopian future.
What about Demolition Man?
Yeah, I would be tempted to say Demolition Man was dystopia disguised as utopia. So because of what was going on behind the scenes. Another one, I would say, is Logan's Run.
Mm-hmm.
That was definitely a dystopian future one. And there's others out there, both old and new.
Wasn't it, by George Orwell, 1984?
Yes, that one's because I think that was the one that started it all off, was 1984. And that was a good film. And I'd probably even say Rollerball is a bit on the dystopian side as well. It's all about control.
In other words, we're fucked. But on a brighter note, Richie's Corner's coming back next week, so that'll cheer everyone up.
Yeah. But just to depress you all, I will still be going on with my weird and wonderful what the fuck's going on out there stories.
Yay!
I don't think I'll be trying any more creepypasta readings, or not.
No, I'm not gonna let
No,
you.
no. After that one, that took 3 episodes to fucking get through it.
No.
By the end
See,
of it, I was like, "What the fuck did I do?"
that's what happens when you don't check. You just saw, oh, that looks canny, and just chose that one. Imagine if it had been a full book.
Oh,
Well,
God.
would have just had to cancel it?
I know. I think if I ever want to do something like that again, it's going to be its own thing, separate to the podcast. I just don't know if my throat. I just don't know if my throat could take it these days. I get my throat dries out too quickly now.
What she said. Oh, right. So,
Hey.
right. I think that's about it.
Yep. So we are back. We're sorry we were gone for so long. It was all
Will we
swing
have guests as well?
in
Guests.
theory.
Elon Musk. What's he called? But he's just Donald Trump. Him.
Vladimir Putin.
Yeah, why not? I'm sure
Yeah.
he's not anything.
I mean, everyone knows all three of them are in the thick of it together. Musk, Trump, and Putin. They're the triad.
Oh. Just before we go, did he have that thing with the Cybertruck exploding outside one of Trump's places?
Yes, yeah, I saw the headline for it. I didn't read into it, but I'm aware that it happened. Yeah.
Yeah, that was strange. Right.
Well, Elon Musk being a staff member in the White House is fucking strange.
Strange times.
Strange times.
So yeah, we'll get some guests on and shit like we normally do. And that's about it for me, like.
That's about it from me. So yes, we're back, and this time we're staying back.
Well,
In theory.
we'll see.
Bye.
No.
Podcats.